EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Here's Richie James on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Right to the air is Mahomes.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really,
this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mostert going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think
that he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Flushed out right. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
So their 2nd touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Tua to try again on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes flushed out right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll run here with Pacheco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Second and goal from inside the 5. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua, escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Motion man right is Rice. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense
They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Tua now on first down. He'll dump this off to Achane.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
It got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.